YouTube, we try to provide a variety of tools to get there, ranging from, on one end of the spectrum, our on-site functionality, basic stuff like uploading, commenting, rating, sharing, to the other end of the spectrum, we have dozens, hundreds of commercial partners who are creating an indescribably wide amount of content, ranging from musicians, artists, record labels, to feature-length filmmakers, documentarians, to b-boys, to cat lovers, to amazing chefs. That's actually kind of my recent obsession is the live recipes shot on YouTube. Really, really fun to watch. And in myriad ways in which people are using our platform in unique and always surprising and interesting ways. So when you look at the digital landscape broadly, including large social media sites, there's so many different ways to tell a story. Everyone has the proverbial talking stick. But how does YouTube fit into that? What's the best way that YouTube can become a means of telling a story, whether you're a content creator, an advertiser, or just a person out there? One thing is it's about the content. Like I said before, it's a pure democracy of content. It's not necessarily about production value. So often we're approached by advertisers and content creators who say, what's the secret sauce? How do you get views on YouTube? And well, one thing, you want to make a good video. You want to make a great video. We can't tell you how to do that. You have to figure that out. That's the start. The other thing is, sometimes people say, well, we want to throw up a bunch of numbers on a production matrix and then speed it out. It's like, whoa, back up. Why don't you just get a handheld camera and start from there? Don't overthink it. In other words. The other aspect is that stories are always better when people can participate, right? And everyone has an opportunity to be heard, and YouTube can allow for that. And there's to that end, there's so many different ways of telling a story. Interactivity and engaging people becomes part of the larger story. So broadly, what are the elements of a good story? Informative, entertaining, conversational, useful, and inspiring. Informative, okay? A couple quick examples. One that we're very proud of is, which some people here in the Bay Area might be familiar with, is the Khan Academy. And this is, these are videos on YouTube that are free educational tutorials available in them. And it was started by a guy who was trying to help his nephew with math. And here's a short video that shows how that works.
Presentation on originality and a splash of irreverence to highlight healthy living. In addition, Howcast created Health to Go, a mobile app for Android and iPhone devices.
You know, one of the best things about that Howcast GE partnership is that it still kind of lives on. I mean, you know, a lot of the content that was created still gets enormous traction on our site. People are still consuming those videos, finding them useful every day. Okay, the next sort of bucket sort of entertaining, right? You know, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that like everything on YouTube is how-to videos. I mean, a lot of it's just fun and it's escapism, it's distracting, etc. So this is the next example I'll show you is something you're probably familiar with. The debut of Conan O'Brien's show last October. He of course live streamed for the 24 hours leading up to the show. Live streamed the stairwell in their production facility, and we worked with them quite closely. We worked with TBS to not only facilitate the live stream and the sponsorship element, but we wanted it to be engaging. We wanted them to be reacting to YouTube users and to people on Twitter. And here's a little kind of sense of how that went down. All right, so this is just kind of like, you can just kind of see this is what the live stream looked like. There was a gadget. People could log in, Twitter, Facebook. They could post right from there, you know, using the live CocoCam hashtag. And throughout the course of the 24 hours, the producers would take suggestions from this feed and try them out in the stairwell. And of course, the whole thing was seeded with celebrity cameos and that kind of thing, which I'll show you now.
Conan O'Brien and his team Coco has nothing to hide and has laid fans into their worldwide event. Team Coco now running 24/7.
Get ready for the Coco Cam. Coco Cam. Coco Cam. Coco Cam.
Video camera set up the stairwell, streaming live, and began yesterday to stand
Actually took requests from the fans on the Twitter. Dark wants to see the bunny man. Mr. Dark, there it is. The camera is sitting in the stairwell, and the staff is providing entertainment, as you can see. They feature the 80s aerobics. We're going to talk playing poker.
eating dinner.
Binge eating contest. What's going on? Oh, it's the zombies. The zombies are attacking. There's a little dude named
Punishment bingo. What are you doing? What is that guy doing? Do you see this at all?
Says there are people in mirror suits who are doing aerobics. I'm not quite sure. What is this? I'll tell you what this is. I don't know. It's like it is a puzzle with people. Here you can see George Lopez and some other people stealing stuff. They talk to the bounty hunter.
I didn't see camera.
Julian Puppets announced that Conan O'Brien's first guest on his new show, Tom Hanks, Seth Rogen, and Soundgarden, will appear in the first week. Fans can vote for who they want as Conan's first guest.
On his show debuts on November 8th. Check it out.
All right, so that was one of our most successful live stream executions that we did recently, and it also led to enormous interest in the on-demand content as well from the TBS channel, the Conan O'Brien channel on YouTube. Along the lines of live streaming, and I want to save some time for the end, I'm sure there'll be some questions about that. We've also been getting into the live streaming concert space. Last year, I think we did 7 or 8 live stream concerts, including Bonnaroo, Outside Lands was 2009. And we have a series with Vivo called On Stage that has featured artists like Alicia Keys, John Legend and the Roots, Sugarland, The National, and others. And we're looking to do more and more of those. These events are both sort of a form of appointment viewing, but also the normal kind of YouTube on demand viewing as well, where you can search and find the content and view it later. In fact, for average about, for the live concert series I just described, we averaged about 3.6 million live streams, people logging onto the stream at one point or another. But within 72 hours, we get about 2.4 million views of that stream. So, people want to see it live, they might dip in, dip out, and catch the rest later. There's a lot of flexibility there, and we really think that brings a lot of value to music fans, to advertisers that are integrated into the sponsorship, into the concert, and it helps position us as a destination for these types of things. The next aspect of storytelling, conversational, inviting dialogue, inviting community participation. This is something that we consistently is a consistent part of anytime we're working with advertisers and content creators. We have to say, look, we can certainly create passive viewing experiences on YouTube, but what's really going to make it stick and what's really going to make it interesting is giving people a chance to interact with it in some way. Even if it's just leaving comments, even if it's just picking the best comments and replying to them in the next video. Super simple executions, but can really go a long way. Inviting people to participate. People are smart. People are savvy. There's a lot of savvy consumers on YouTube. They're not. They can see things in advertising like mnemonics a mile away. People are fairly media savvy consumers at this point. So, especially the audiences you're trying to reach. So it behooves you to kind of invite them to be part of the larger dialogue, right? A very strong example of this is a recent Toyota campaign, the Swagger Wagon campaign. Some of you might be familiar with this one. I won't play the entire song. So super clever campaign and really ultimately driven by an awesome piece of creative. But besides having this video playable in our masthead ad unit and driving to their Toyota brand channel, they invited people to create their own Swagger Wagon videos, and I'll show you a couple examples. So they took some of the best submissions and featured them on the Toyota channel. It's a Chevy truck right there. So, what was the end result of this campaign? Well, this campaign actually went down at a time when, forgive me, I'm not super familiar, but I know Toyota was experiencing some bad PR and some recalls, and this helped get them back on track. Of course, the Swagger Wagon video was a viral hit. They had lots of conversion data to show that it drove people into dealerships, etc. And that's actually fairly rare for minivans. So, and another example, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, and I won't belabor the fact, but of course, the ubiquitous Old Spice guy. I mean, the campaign still lives on. Of course, we all probably experienced this campaign in one way or another, but I think that the one thing about it that maybe gets a little bit lost in the mix is that they really took advantage of a very basic YouTube functionality, which I frankly feel not enough of our partners and advertisers use, which is just called video response. It's very easy. In the field below the play player window, there's a comments field. If you click into it, you can either leave a text comment or you can leave a video comment. And oftentimes, our partners and advertisers are understandably hesitant to embrace things like comments and video responses. And yes, look, I acknowledge that the level of dialogue in YouTube comments is not exactly, Ivy League. But one response I have to that is, well, you can always moderate comments. You can always vet them as they come in and approve or disapprove them. So there's that. We offer you fine control over what comments appear on your watch pages and your channel pages. But also, I think if you're so insecure that you can't allow a conversation around your brand, you're kind of losing to begin with, in my mind. I know everyone's going to have a different approach to that, and not all brands are the same, and not all products are the same. But to me, the fact that don't you want people talking about you, in general? Like, isn't that to me that's I always look at views, yes, but then I look at comments. Like, what's the rate of commenting versus views? This thing got 19 million views. It also had 28,000 comments, so that's a pretty good rate there. So of course, some gaudy numbers around this campaign. Big views, lots of subscribers. Does anyone know who that guy's name is, by the way? Isaiah Mustafa, right? He was briefly an NFL wide receiver, and now he's incredibly famous. So I'll show you how this was implemented initially on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hello, where can you go when your man smells like me? Close your eyes, I'll show you. The sand between the two spine. It's a party going on. Shut love you here. Fireworks turn our world upside down. I don't be like water because we're made of water, friction, trust. You see, your man smells like the first sensible spice. Of course, the first thing is.
So that was like the kickoff, right? I mean, they bought our big giant masthead ad unit. But couldn't be more prominently placed on our site. But that was just the start of it. I mean, from there they were, of course, creating live video responses. They were viewing and vetting all the comments and video responses coming in real time from YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and really embracing those, embracing the really funny ones, and repurposing them. They were of course, creating video responses of their own in real time. So it was a very smart, very cool execution. Maybe not easy to duplicate for everyone. And apparently, this thing had actually been in the planning for 2+ years. So it's not like you can just make this happen tomorrow. But the key things with regards to YouTube are using video response, embracing comments, embracing the conversation